Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I am hot AF. I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. And let me tell you, my heart is with you guys. Let me just fix myself. There we go, that's better. It is hot AF out on these streets in New York City, and between the humidity, the pollution, and just the normal stank every day, you can't even breathe out there. And tomorrow, it's only going to get fucking worse. Okay? Today was like 96. I don't know, in the shade. Tomorrow is supposed to be 99. And I got one of those weather warnings from the new National Weather Service on my phone, and it said with the humidity and everything else, it could feel like up to 121 degrees. Now, I wish I could stay my ass home tomorrow in my air conditioning. My apartment in the summer is known amongst my friends to be colder than the meat section of the supermarket. Okay, I don't fuck around here. I keep it cold AF. If you don't like it, put some pants on, put some socks on, and wrap yourself in a blanket. I am hot all the time. And my medication, menopause, and summer is a trifecta that does not sit well with me. So, unfortunately, and my BFF is lucky that I love her. And Lily, if you happen to be listening to this video, because she does listen to my videos every once in a while, you're lucky I fucking love you, girl. Because I'm going out with her tomorrow in 99-degree weather. Okay. And yeah, it is fucking hot AF. So I want to say hi, everybody, in this hot chat, okay, because this chat is one of the hottest chats on YouTube. So hi to Pancho, Natalie, hi to Rosanna, hi to Toasty, my trusty one eyed moderator, menopausal queen. She had her second cataract surgery today, and she's such a trooper. She's still here in the chat. Hi, Tina. Hi, Deirdre. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being cool inside with me. I hope everybody, is staying cool. Tomorrow, when I go out with my BFF, can you guys see this? This is my neck fan that I bought last year. I am busting it out. You know I'm busting it out. Hi, Chosen. Thank you for joining me. So let me stop bitching about the weather, okay? Because summer is just beginning. And let's get into this, okay? My Monday Night Madness and 90-day Oy vey. Last night was part one of the tell all, and it was dramatic. Not quite as dramatic as other tell-alls have been in the past, but it's been dramatic. Okay, it was quite dramatic, and part two looks like it's going to be even more dramatic. Now, what do you guys think in the live chat about bringing old cast members back? Okay, Veronica and Ed were brought back last night. Tell me what you guys think about that as I get into this, okay? So, first of all, like I said, last night was part one of the tell all, and Jessica and Juan found themselves finally being photoshopped into the promo picture. Yeah, when this picture first came out last week, Jessica and Juan were missing from it. And everybody was like, oh, what the fuck? And then suddenly a new promo picture came out and they were photoshopped in. So, Just Joe, I agree with you. I think it is unnecessary to bring back old cast members. Um, Veronica, maybe, but there was no need for Ed to be there. And I only say Veronica because she does do pillow talk, and she was pillow talking all of the couples, all summer. I mean, all season. You see where my mind is? Summer. All season. So It kind of makes sense, made sense for Veronica, but Ed, ugh. All right. So they finally realize that they forgot Jessica and Juan in the promo picture, and they photoshopped them back in. So now Amani explained last night that she, Matt, and Brenda, Ani, whatever her name is, are back together, and that basically I'm going to read her words and then I'm going to share the video of her having the flowers sent. Okay, so she says, story time. After we filmed the last day and I crashed out, Annie's birthday was 2 days after. She was filming her solo interviews. I reached out to production to plan something special. She net. Okay. Now, I never talked about why I crashed out because that's like making excuses and that's a weak ass bitch behavior and that's not me. Let me tell you what really happened in the morning of my crash out scene. She said, I don't want to do this anymore before crew came, and she didn't want to say why. She talked about the crew and told only them it was about the rent money that never came. When they told me, I lost my motherfucking shit because it blew my mind how she was ready to throw it all away for that. Again, don't justify the crash out. I have anger issues to work on. I just wanted her to want me as much as I wanted her. Why I'm telling you the story is because, yes, I'm not perfect. I crashed out. I said horrible things from a woman supporter to another woman who is supposed to be the person I love. It was very terrible to say. However, when I cried and I said I've done everything I can for this woman, I really did. And then she says, for all of you asking, yes, of course, I still sent the money after. A promise is a promise. So Amani shared to the gram, okay, video when Ani, Brenda, whatever her name is, received the flowers. Okay, so check this out. Ay, mi amor, qué bonita. ¿Cantamos? Ay, gracias, mi amor. ¿Quieres cantar? ¿Qué cantamos? Estas son las mañanitas. Pero velo bien. It looks like she originally thought they were from her producer. Now look at her expression when she reads the note. Cariño, velo bien. Ay, a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. Ay. Okay. You see her expression? She was like, okay. Mm, hmm. She doesn't seem too excited now that she realized that the flowers were from Amani. That's just my opinion. Okay. I mean, it looked like when she read the note, she was like, oh, okay. But that's just my opinion. Okay. I could be wrong. So, can you believe these two fighting over plastic surgery and how plastic surgery could give you a more natural look? That conversation last night, I don't know if I was just stoned, but I cracked up so hard. I'm like, these two crazy bitches are not arguing about how plastic surgery could, you know, guide you towards a more natural look. I'm like, what in the fuck am I listening to? So, Amani took to the gram to explain, you know, what the tell all fallout. Okay, so I'm going to put glasses on my glasses and I'm going to read this stuff to you guys. Number one, tell all recap. Let's clear the air. Number one, calculated or considerate. Let's get real. If I wanted to target someone, trust me, I wouldn't warn them first. Reaching out to Shekinah before the tell all to say, I apologize ahead of time for what I will say wasn't calculated. It was a girls move. I was trying to have her back. But if you come after me after I try to have yours just for screen time, that's when you see I don't play nice. More to come on this. Number two, the trans comment. Let's talk delivery. Yes, Shekinah asked if my girlfriend is trans. I'm part of the LGBTQIA plus community and stand with my trans brother and sisters. Always have, always will. The issue wasn't the question. It was how it was asked and the way it kept going like a guessing game. That's not Ali ship, and it's definitely not a girl's girl move. But you know what? Me and my girl, we are strong, independent, and take care of our families. Call it masculine energy if you want. It's boss energy. Okay, so let's talk about points one and two. Do you think she was just being considerate? Or do you think she was being calculated? I think it was a combination of both. She wanted to reach out to Shekinah before the tell all and say, listen, girl, I'm probably going to be really, really catty because I'm an attention whore and I like the TV screen time. And don't take offense, whatever I say, it's just for TV screen time. And Shekinah took that as a calculated move because Shekinah's like, how do you know that you're going to attack me? There's like other couples, like, okay. So now the second point about the trans comment by Shekinah. We haven't seen the messages between Shekinah and Amani. So we don't know about Shekinah's quote delivery. Okay. Um, The one thing that I didn't get is how Shekinah didn't think that Amani was going to immediately run back to Annie and tell her. I mean, that is her girlfriend. She is fucking her husband. So I don't understand why Shekinah thought that she would just keep it between the two of them. But like I said, we haven't seen anything about Shekinah's delivery. So I'm thinking Amani is just using this just to throw Shekinah under the bus and to get more screen time. So now, point number three, plastic surgery does not equal happiness. I know firsthand what it's like to turn to plastic surgery. I've done it. I'm not here to shame anyone for their choices because I lived it. But what I learned is surgery can't fix what's going on the inside. That's why I don't glorify it. I'm proud to be stepping away from that path and choosing a new one. Healing, self love, and wholeness. That's the journey I want to be on and the example I want to set for my daughters. Now, a few months into my healing post tell all, I'm finally starting to feel and look more like myself again, and I'm just so grateful for that. This journey isn't just mine, it's something I want to use to educate and uplift others. Surgery can't be part of someone's story, but it should never be the starting point for self worth. That's why I created Being Real with Amani to share the raw, unfiltered truth of my healing, the lessons behind the pain, and to remind every woman watching that you are already enough. I'll continue to advocate for self love, fighting toxic social media standards, and building a real girls support girls community, even in the ugliest corners of reality TV. More to come on that soon. Now, I just want to remind you guys that the tell all was filmed, I want to say in March, April. So this was only a couple of months ago. So Amani's surgery is still relatively recent. So what do you think of her coming to the revelation that plastic surgery does not equal happiness. I don't know. This just sounds like a bunch of crock of shit backtracking. But once again, that's simply my opinion. So now here we go. Let's talk truth about my face and the truth about rhinoplasty. I've seen the comments. You look so different. Your face changed. Even people calling me ugly after the tell all. I look at everything in life as a learning experience. I want to use this moment to educate and hopefully help anyone considering a rhinoplasty to make the most informed decision possible. Rhinoplasty is a journey, not a quick fix. Unlike liposuction or a BBL, your nose is made of cartilage and bone. It takes the longest to heal. Your face will continue to shift as swelling goes down, and it could take up to a full year to see final results. I am 4.5 months post-op, and my nose is still stiff, painful, and healing. And number two, be ready for an identity shift. What most people don't talk about is the emotional impact. It's common to experience a bit of an identity crisis. I've spoken to so many others who've gone through this. You're looking in the mirror and suddenly your reflection doesn't feel like it's you. It's deep. Three, daily maintenance is real. Expect to tape up your nose every night for up to a year. There will be swelling, evenness, and unevenness. Sorry, and moments of doubt. So here's my take on rhinoplasty. If you have breathing issues or your nose truly doesn't fit your face, it can't be life changing. If you're doing it just to chase perfection or trends, don't do it. Your face is yours for life. Please take your time, do your research, and love yourself through it all. Oh, and I'll be sharing a side by side regularly to share my healing experience with the world. So, this is her current tell all look side by side with her season look, and it looks like two different people, honestly. And there's that BBL. Okay, she claims it's not butt pads; it's her BBL. So listen, if you want to do plastic surgery because you are truly insecure about something on your body, hey, go for it. As long as you're doing it for you, not for a man, not for society, not for social media. If you don't like your nose, if you want bigger boobs, if you want to lift your boobs, hey, it's your business, it's your money. But just make sure that you're doing it for you, okay? Because self worth cannot be found in plastic surgery. Just saying. That's what I think. So, anyway, Ani, who expressed her opinion and said that, she didn't like the fact that Amani did so many surgeries at once, she got a nose job. You guys know that, right? And she loves her new nose. Guys, I mean, it's like sitting in a room full of plastic. So I want to ask you guys, who did it better amongst the plastic asses here? Amani, Jasmine, or Jennifer? And by the way, Jazzy, we know that you stole that look, black dawn, white button down shirt from Jennifer, who posted it a week before. So, who did it better? You guys have to choose. You can't say neither. So, Amani, Jazzy, or Jennifer. So, anyway, Sabra and Shekinah, their marriage drama, bullshit, bullshit. I call bullshit. Okay. Did you guys notice that they were holding hands at one point? For Sarper to hate the marriage so much and for Shekinah to be so miserable. No, they're just setting up the foundation for Last Resort season 3. Okay, so the next time we will see them again will be at Last Resort because these two are happier than pigs and shit. Okay, they are together in LA the perfect city for both of them, even though KFC sucks and they couldn't get service in KFC today. But they are enjoying their lives, okay? Hanging out with Sean and Aaliyah. Sarper's doing his comedy thing every weekend. He's at a comedy club. It's like, it is all bullshit that they want us to believe that Sarper is miserable, Shekinah's miserable. Sarper is threatening to go home every 5 seconds. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. So someone asked Shekinah, why do you have two facelifts? And she said, I actually had three. Like, that's a flex, not for nothing. But I've actually had three. The first one was basically no difference. And for as much as I spent, I should have had a result. So I had a second. Better, but still wanted a more elevated look around my eyes and cheeks. Third time was the charm. I'm sorry, having three facelifts to me is not a flex. Okay, she's like so proud of it. I've had three. Okay, Stevie and Maddie. Right now, they are dealing with some serious real life stuff, considering what's going on in the world. And Maddie is really worried about his family. So they are tuning everything out on social media for now, until this whole unfortunate war situation that is going on right now comes to some sort of a resolution. From what I understand, Maddie has not been able to get a hold of his family. There is no internet in Iran. So it's just a really messed up situation. Maddie is worried about his family. Don't get it twisted. Just because you don't see him crying and blubbering on his stories doesn't mean that he's not worried about his family. And by the way, Stevie just wants to clarify to everyone, no, she's not pregnant. Okay? She wasn't hiding anything behind that dress except her body that she's been working on hard for a long time. So she's like, let's stop with the pregnancy rumors. Okay. So, like I said, Veronica, I could sort of see why she was brought in for Stevie and Maddie's segment. One, she's actually on Pillow Talk and she watches the show. Okay. Two, like she said, she's dating a Persian boy. Her words, not mine. So Veronica, I kind of get, because she has the perspective of dating her Persian boy. But I didn't get Ed. I didn't get Ed, and I don't want to get Ed. And all I have to say is Greg and Joan. I mean, you guys are hanging out with Mark and Mina, making friendships. That's fantastic. Joan and Mina have formed a bond. That is great. But hopefully, you won't be walking into Mama Lucille's bedroom one day and see this. Hopefully, that won't be happening. Okay. So, moving on. Aaliyah, Aaliyah, Aaliyah. So another couple that I feel like in my gut is going to be on Last Resort 3. Okay? Aaliyah and Sean. We're going to find out about why and how Sean went on their honeymoon without her. Aaliyah posted some tweets about her outfit on how she, looked like a real housewife. All I kept thinking was, is she going to be ready on time? Because, Aaliyah has a hard time sticking to a time schedule. So we shall see next week about what's going on with them. But something in my gut tells me that they will be joining Sarper and Shekinah. The four of them go out all the time in LA for Last Resort 3. Just my gut. Just my gut. So, moving on, if I was Juan, I would fucking run the minute Megan gets on that stage. Megan is already pumped up to like confront him, tear him from sea to shining sea. If I was Juan, I would just get the fuck up and say adios and run the hell off the stage the minute Megan gets on the stage. So, congratulations to Miona. She's been in the United States for 4 years and she has a successful hair extension business that now has a billboard in Times Square. It was her birthday and now she's celebrating this big this big achievement. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted with the comments. This huge achievement and now she's in Times Square. So congratulations to Miona. Congratulations, apparently, are due to Liz. And this is courtesy of 90 Day Fiance Update on IG. If you don't follow her, you really should be. Liz was at a balloon festival last night in her hometown, and she had posted to her story that she loves, these hot air balloon festivals. She grew up with them as a kid, blah, blah, blah. Well, apparently, she got engaged. Now, I had a feeling she was living with some dude, okay? Because, first of all, whenever she's making dinners or pouring drinks or whatever she's doing at home, it's always for two. She referred about having a roommate. And in my head, I was thinking, girl, you are too damn old to have a roommate. You are living with a dude. Well, it looks like she is. I don't know for sure, but she's engaged. Congratulations to Liz. Once I have more info about who this dude is, I will let you guys know. Now, Sophie, who was assaulted last week, got her stitches out, and she says everything is healing nicely. She is selling her clothes. Now, she had recently moved from Austin to LA. I wonder what Fashion Nova thinks about this, okay? But she is selling her clothes. And, LA is a really expensive city to live in, I guess. Now, the one thing I didn't get was Sophie decided, ooh, sorry guys, let me just, my leg is like cramping. Okay. Sophie decided for whatever reason, now, now that her and Rob have broken up on Last Resort. Rob is on the hunt for love, tonguing down Jennifer. She decided to post a reel of all of the nice times in their relationship. And I'm like, okay, girl, it's nice seeing that you and Rob were really happy at one point. A lot of these pictures are dated from 2020 and 2021. So it's really good to see that they were happy at one point. I personally didn't get why she decided to post it now. Someone asked her, what is the purpose of this? And she said, I literally stated in the video, but again, it's to share some of the happy moments the public didn't get to see. I'm on a TV show, so I'm allowed to post about it, and at least people get to see moments we never got to post or show on TV. And someone asked, why are you showing us now? And she said, because we couldn't post pics of us while we were both on a season together. So I never got to post any of this until now. And I wanted to share some nice memories as everyone only saw the ugly side of our relationship. Okay, I get it. You were in your feelings the other day and you decided, to post nice pictures. Or it's just annoying the fuck out of you that you're seeing your ex tugging Jennifer down on national TV. Yeah, so moving on. Why does Darcy and Georgie keep posting their wedding pictures? First of all, the wedding was never televised. Second of all, do we really give a shit? No, but they're coming back on Happily Ever After. Just like Stacy keeps posting this flashback picture of her and Florian. Like, what is the purpose of this? So, Elizabeth's daughter lost her first tooth. Julia's running on a low battery, like I bet you all of us saw with this fucking heat wave. And a fan ran into Gino at the airport. And I just have to put this comment up because it is funny as fuck. I can't imagine posting a nice video of pics of me and my ex. That would never happen. I mean, that would never happen for most chicks. I don't know. I guess she was in her feelings, or she just wanted attention, or she just didn't like the fact that Rob is tonguing down Jennifer on national TV. I don't know. Who the fuck knows why Sophie does anything? Just like who the fuck knows why Jasmine does the things she does? Oh, wait a second. She does the things she does to direct pity to herself. Okay, first of all, yes, little Matt and Maddie spitting image. Okay, Jasmine, good job. You're dropping your post pregnancy weight. You're gonna get back to your pre pregnancy body. Good job. Okay, now why? Why does Jasmine always have to find the opportunity to throw shade at Gino? Okay, so she posts this picture of Matt and says, "Baby, you're so patient, loving, and caring to me. I feel like I'm always pushing you away while you tried so hard to fix a heart you didn't break. I'm sorry for how bad I've treated you lately. I do care about you, honey." And then she posts this little meme that says, "We make a great combo, like cookies and milk." And she tags Matt. Bullshit. Okay? She is deflecting because she knows Happily Ever After is starting July 6th, and she's going to look worse than dog shit. Okay? I mean, first of all, Matt, I sometimes I wonder if he is a teenager stuck in a grown man's body. Okay, I'm gonna play this for you guys. This is Matt and Jasmine in a restaurant, and is like, okay, what is happening here? All right, so let me share this with you guys. Like, first, why is Jasmine trying to eat his face? That's my first question. So classy with the burping, right, guys? So classy. I mean, he practically burped in her fucking mouth. Like, what is up with that? But anyway, now I have a question for Jasmine, and I may be a hypocrite when it comes to this, considering that I have declared bankruptcy twice in my life. But Jazzy, how did you default on two different creditors? Believe it's credit cards, because this LMV Funding LLC sued Jazzy back in 2024. Okay, the first time was in October, and the second time was in November. So LVNV Funding America LLC is basically a collection agency for credit card companies such as Chase, Citibank, and Wells Fargo. So her first suit that was filed against her in October, LVNV Funding received a judgment entered by default against Jasmine. Now, the second case in November, she received a dismissal entered by stipulation, which, from what I understand, she probably agreed to enter into a payment agreement to pay these people off. So the first one resulted in a judgment, and the second one resulted in basically a payoff agreement. I have a question. Where the hell did all of her 190-day money that she was paid in 2024? And I don't want to hear Gino took it. Okay. Number two, her cameo money. Number three, her OnlyFans money. And number four, her TikTok money. Oh, yeah, because she goes on TikTok Live and she has gifts thrown at her like she's a stripper on a pole. Okay? So I want to know where all this money went back in 2024. that she had to default onto creditors. And like I said, this could be hypocritical coming from me, considering that I declared bankruptcy. Um, when was it again? Another content creator had to remind me. I forgot. 1998 and in 2020 during the pandemic. But I'm not. I wasn't eighth in cameos at one point, so I'm just asking. Just asking. So moving on. If you guys aren't a member of my membership, I did a video about Jasmine because she is becoming a master in defamation and deflection. Okay? I mean, she should get a fucking master's degree in this shit, the way that she spins things. So, moving on, like I said, happily ever after is really going to suck. And the only interesting couple, and they're not really that interesting, is going to be Kara and Kiamo. Hopefully, if they show how their relationship started to fall apart. Otherwise, it's going to be like, okay, so Adnan, do we give a fuck about Adnan? I know I don't. I really do not give a fuck about him. But Tiger Silly, unfortunately, has fans, it seems like, who really give a fuck about her and Adnan, unless she just writes these questions herself. Who the fuck knows with these people? I mean, you never know. Everything seems to be a conspiracy theory in my mind lately because you never know with these people the lengths that they will go to. So, someone asked her, is Adnan cool with your kid's father? And she said yes. They are not BFFs, but they're respectful, which is all that really matters. We keep it peaceful for the kids, and that's how it should be. Someone asked, name three facts nobody knows about him. He's got a tough shell, but I'm the only one who gets the soft center. With me, total teddy bear. With everyone else, stone cold. Two, he scans every room the second we walk in. It's instinct. He's always 10 steps ahead when it comes to keeping us safe. Three, he's raising Zane like a little warrior. No baby talk, no coddling, just grit and love his way. Does Adnan change diapers? Of course not. Just like I don't change the trash or light bulbs. We got our lanes and they work. Okay, so then someone else asked her, does he treat your other kids like his own? And she says, yes, always since day one. How do you pronounce the baby's name? Zane. It rhymes with rain. And then finally, how is his best attribute as a husband and as a father? As a husband, he's always so loving in the most thoughtful way. As a father, he's actually the most patient person I know. Even when the kids are in full chaos mode, he's just calm, like super calm. Either way, I do not give two flying fucks about Adnan and Tiger Silly. Hunt for Love is starting in 15 minutes, so I will be wrapping this up. But I'm really hoping tonight on episode 5, we get to see more singles, okay? Yes, I know we see Carlo and Cole, and they're cute and whatever, and okay, but Edwin, Nikki, I mean, Tessa, all these other singles that we haven't gotten to see for more than 5 seconds. Are we going to see them for more than 5 seconds tonight? I'm hopeful because they're going to be playing games and being on teams and things like that. So keep your fingers crossed. Now, if you guys aren't a member of my membership, you are also missing out on exclusive hot tea that I haven't talked about publicly to you guys yet. I kind of want to save some of it for my members. So if you guys join my membership, I have a bunch of videos on there, including this exclusive hot tea about Hunt for Love. So For $5.99 a month, I think my membership's a pretty good deal. So moving on. Okay, this is sad. This whole situation is sad. So Annie posted this to Instagram the other day. And it is obvious that this woman is suffering from mental health issues. So basically, she commented on a post of Annie's, okay? And she was replying to someone else when she said, "She is not a real child. She is a piece of me. Annie can't get pregnant, so she's been kicked out of the United States. Here is some more pieces of me: Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Alicia Keys, Amanda Reed, Lauren Alfred, Kylie Cantel, Cynthia Erivo, Fiona Paloma, Lainey Wilson. Jenny also been kicked out of India. These are old pictures of a child that will never be born. Annie and David are fully aware of their phones and laptops just about to be shut off. Chris brought Annie here, so they're just doing for attention because David and Annie have been caught and exposed for being scammers. I'm attending culinary school in Delhi, India, and Summit has been sleeping in my king size bed that I paid for." When I saw this, the first thing that popped into my head was, whoa, this woman has mental illness issues, and mental illness is sad. Okay, it really is. It's really sad. My mother suffered from mental illness, so being a child, of mental illness, it's really it's sad. Okay, so David reposted, okay, and he said, "I wish I hadn't blocked her years ago, or I would have been all over the thread." And then Kenny had responded, "She also turned me straight, bless her heart." So it seems like that this woman has been harassing other 90 Day cast members on Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case may be. So Jenny's daughter, okay, decided, you know something? I'm going to address what this woman said about my mom. So I'm going to share the Instagram of Christina, Jenny's daughter. And I just want to say, in my opinion, okay, yes, I know the comment was wild. It was out there wild. Like I said, my first reaction was, whoa, whoa, this woman needs help. She shouldn't be on the internet. She is, having crazy delusions, whatever the case may be. But my first reaction was, whoa. Okay. I mean, my mom wasn't named in the post like Christina's mom was, but my first reaction was whoa. Okay. So check out Christina's reaction.
What what is happening? What is happening here? What, Amanda? What's going on? Amanda, what is going on, Amanda? What is this? Somebody sent this to me, and I see that this was from posted to Annie's, I don't know, a comment, but she mentioned my mom, and she says that my mom got kicked out of India. Okay, this was the best laugh. This was a laugh that I think everybody on the internet needed. I don't care what you think about. I needed a laugh. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to go in on you because I know that mental health is a real thing. And the only thing I can tell you is please go get some help. Go get some help, because if you really believe this,
She needs to be on medication. Yes, mental health
This
is
is what's
real.
going on in your brain and you believe this, ma'am, Miss Amanda, okay, Amanda Bynes, whatever you want to call yourself, please go get some fucking help. Go get some help because spreading this type of misinformation, and you know what? This isn't even just misinformation. This is just stupid. Like, this is just like, girl, how much have you had to drink? What you've been smoking on, or what have you not been smoking? Maybe you should smoke on something, but Annie, Annie, I love your post about this. I literally came across this and I didn't read it. I just kept scrolling and then it was sent to me. And I read it and I could not stop laughing. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. No, my mom is still in India. She is with her husband and her family. She was not kicked out of India. This woman is obviously dealing with some serious mental issues. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh my God. Girl, go get some help. Go get some help for real.
Okay, I don't think all the laughing was necessary. I'm just going to say it. I'm not sugarcoating shit. All the laughing was not necessary. She could have just said, listen, you know, this was said about my mom. It's bullshit. Girl, you need help. Go get help. But the laughing and the mocking, I don't think it, that's not the way to go. Okay, that's not the way to go. Mocking somebody that is obviously mentally ill is not a good look. And I felt like she was mocking her more than anything else. Okay, yes, thank you. The comment about Amanda Bynes was unnecessary. Yes. Okay, it's one thing to say, listen, you know, this post was sent to me, such and such was said about my mom, and submit it's not true. And girl, please get help, whatever. I didn't think all the laughing and the little jabs were necessary. But once again, that's only my opinion. And my mother was schizophrenic, by the way, you guys. She was a deaf, mute schizophrenic. So I think I might have a little experience with mental illness, but just my opinion. Happy birthday to Kenny. Okay, happy birthday to Kenny. And everybody loves Kenny. Okay, and happy birthday to Kalani's dad. I love Kalani's dad. Okay, I think he is one of the best dads on 90 Day. So, John, what in the fuck? Okay, congratulations to Avery for getting a TikTok Visionary Live Creator of the Year award. Okay, Emily, girl, if you want to get a boob lift, that is totally up to you. Okay. I really didn't even mind this reel of you showing how your boobs are down to your knees after 3 kids and breastfeeding and how you would kind of like them up here. I didn't mind it, but you know what I did mind? That it popped up on my IG feed first thing in the morning. Okay. Crust wasn't even out of my eyes yet, and your boobs are right here in my face. But girl, you want to get them lifted? That is totally on you. But wait until after you have your fourth kid because you even admitted that you have baby fever. So if you have any hint of baby fever, just wait before you do it. Okay? Just saying. So I wonder if Yazan, when he sees Brittany now, is regretting his choices back then. I think not, okay, because he wanted himself a nice Muslim girl, and Brittany is far from it. Just saying, okay? And those boobs look fucking painful, but that's just my opinion. So, Paul, thank you, Menopausal Queen, for sending this to me. Remember, we were talking about Paul last week and his weird relationship with Karini, and how he was the one that made the announcement about Karini having her baby girl, and Karini's with a dude that's older than her. Well, I remember seeing this, but I guess it didn't click at the moment on what the fuck Paul was trying to say. So he posted seeking brother husband, and it's basically two guys with a chick, and he put Paul, Karini, and Michael, who is the man Karini's currently with. Paul is a sick motherfucker. Just saying. He is a sick motherfucker. And it is highly ironic that Nikki Exotica's new song is called So Narcissistic. Ironic. That's all I have to say. And Rachel, you remember the 5 songs that she did, Tearing John from Sea to Shining Sea? They're on a Spotify playlist, okay? So if you want to listen to them, if you like them so much, you could go to Spotify and listen to the playlist. And Natalie is providing free advertising for her plastic surgeons. She's doing YouTube lives with them to show, how well she's doing after having her surgery. So, yeah. And the other Jasmine, you remember this Jasmine? I call her the original Jasmine because she was on 90 Day before Jazzy Jasmine. Well, she has her side hustle with her OnlyFans. Everybody has a side hustle in 90 Day World, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, guys, I feel like I have to expand my horizons a little bit, partially because Love After Lockup isn't starting for another month, and I am bored as fuck. And 90 days sometimes like, and Hunt for Love is highly annoying right now. We need to see more of the singles, but Kelly and I will be talking about that on our recap tomorrow. Fingers crossed that tonight's episode is a good one. So I started watching Virgins, which airs right after Hunt for Love and before the In Between the Sheets for Hunt for Love on Monday nights, TLC, 9 o'clock, and then the next day on Max. So I did a recap for episodes 1 and 2. So if you guys want to check it out, please do. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for staying cool. Thank you for joining me tonight. Um, Tomorrow night, Kelly and I will be going live with our recap for Hunt for Love. Keep your notifications on. Check Instagram for the time. It's probably going to be like between 7 and 8. But keep your notifications on and stuff. Stay cool, everyone. Tomorrow's going to be another fucking scorcher. And like, subscribe, double check that you're subscribed. Thank you, everybody, in my live chat. I love you all. And please consider joining my membership. I mean, for $5.99, can you imagine the tea that you'll get behind the scenes? I mean, the tea that I put out here in public, okay, you have to admit is scalding hot. Imagine the shit that I put behind the scenes. And you guys will have privilege to it all for $6 a month. Thank you so much. See you next time. Good night.